I was curious. You all only found out, I guess, about the Florida State game on Wednesday. I was curious for you guys, like, how much do you prepare for? Obviously, you take things one game at a time, but how much do you prepare, like, for the very next team? Like, say that you're playing NC State on Wednesday. Like, how much were you guys preparing for Clemson, and when does the prep work for a team like FSU kind of begin?
We take it one game at a time. We look at who we have next. We focus on who we got next, and then after that game's done, win or lose, we just focus on who we got next. So it all goes into just one game at a time and just trying to get out there and get after that one team and pinpoint what we got to do for them, and then move on to the next game after that other game is done.
Justin, what have you guys done in the last couple of days to try to get that edge back on defense?
We did a lot of defensive drills yesterday and today, defending the Florida State's actions and stuff like that. It's all about heart. We just got to go out there and have that fire in us that we had in the beginning of the year, just so we can get back to who we are and what we do.
Justin, you, Audis, and X all had a meeting a couple weeks ago that right before the Virginia Tech game. What have you guys been saying to each other as leaders, trying to maybe have you met just between yourselves to try and get to set a tone for the team moving forward to finish out the season?
We just say it's only so much talking we can really do at a certain point. It's more of like we got to just like lock in together as a team. We got to come in every day and be ready to fight, go after each other, make each other better, and then get in the court and just get after Florida State or get after whoever we're playing. I feel like if we go out there with the right energy and we're all together, we can win. So it's all about just sticking together basically at this point.
Justin, since you games one game at a time, and you don't have all that much time to prepare for Florida State, what was it like getting ready for Florida State with only really one day of practice?
We actually had 2 days of practice. We practiced after the NC State game, but it's nothing new. We've been doing this all year. They are a very good team. They're kind of different. Like they have the fours running bringing the ball up the court and stuff like that. But we prepared pretty well for them, and we feel like we could if we come in the game and just out tough them, we could pull out a win.
Justin, you guys played them at the very beginning of the year last year. That feels like a very long time ago, but you got a win in that one. Is there anything you can take from that game into this one?
Just be tough. Be tough. I know every time Coach said every time that we played them here, we out tough them. So that's all we gotta do is just be tough for them, be more physical, just be ready to fight. They're gonna make runs. They're a really good team, and we just gotta be able to slow them down and make runs of our own.
Justin, you guys have won a lot of your games a year by being tougher than your opponent or outworking people. We know that you guys are working on that aspect. Are there other things you guys are working on, like technically or into your game, to maybe work in new wrinkles to what you guys run on offense or defense to maybe get more of that toughness out of you guys?
Definitely. We definitely try and we have a certain amount of set plays that we have, and we try to add wrinkles to them because teams start to play us differently and starting to jump passes and do certain things. So we've just been trying to figure out other ways to get on the board, score points, rebound, do all types of other things. And it's all about just cutting hard, moving hard, and having that energy and that fire from the jump.
Justin, there's been some calls against Pitt lately, some technicals and things like that. Have you guys addressed that? Is there anything you're changing, anything you're being cognizant of with what has happened?
It's just about focusing on us. Sometimes we get texts, we get too into talking to other players, to other teams or whatever it is. We just got to focus on us and just worry about what we got going on. That's about it. We can't blame nobody but ourselves, and we got to be better at that.
Justin, Allen talked about that Florida State game last year. That was your first college game. How long ago and how different is everything now? And how are you a different player from that game against Florida State?
Truth be told, I was really, really nervous to play that game. Coming off the injury and that being my second game back, I felt like I didn't know if I was ready or not. I went out there and I just played my best for what I could at that moment. But I feel more confident now. I feel like I'm ready for a challenge, and I feel like this team is a great team to make a statement game against.
Justin, how are you feeling right now? Sorry, Craig. How are you feeling right now with the with everything. We know you came back from an injury, but has there been times where you kind of like had to ice yourself up a little bit more after a game because you already recovered and it's been a long season with you guys stopping and starting and not having a consistent flow?
Definitely. I do a lot more treatment than I did last year. A whole lot more. It's this for some reason this year's getting to me a lot, but I just try and get in the ice tub, do a little Normatec stuff like that, just to get my body rejuvenated for the next day. It's all day by day for me basically right now. So I'm just trying to just do my treatment, get some shots up, put some extra work in, and get ready for Florida State.
Justin, it's been about a month now, since you played your first game back from that injury. I mean, I was curious, how is it feeling? Do you feel like you still have some of the same explosiveness and speed and everything with it?
I feel like I'm pretty much still myself. I feel like I could get better in some categories, just speed and my explosiveness. But it's all about getting back and doing rehab and making my legs strong, which I've been doing, and I'm continuing to keep doing it. But as of right now, I feel fine. I feel like I just gotta be more tougher, and then everything else will work out.
Justin, earlier this week, it came out that Pitt and St. John's are going to play next season. Obviously, how cool would that be to possibly play against your brother next year?
Oh, I've been I've been wanting that game since freshman year. I talk to coach about it all the time as a joke. I just say, "Oh, let's play St. John's. Let's just do it." And just to see it to happen next year, it means a lot. I can't wait to get out there and hoop against them.
Justin, how do you feel Pitt matches up against Florida State?
Say again?
How do you feel the team matches up against Florida State?
I feel like they're a pretty big team. Like they're height wise, they're a pretty big team. But I feel like we're really tough. Like we could be very tough. So I feel like if we just come out there with that fire and that toughness, it'll be a good matchup. They are very tall though. They are way taller than us. So we got to be more physical on the glass and on the blockouts and just be strong with the ball.
Justin, what has it been like dealing with the extra attention that you've received in the last few weeks on the court and plus all the stuff that's going on off it?
I mean, I don't really deal with it that much. I mean, I see these things, I'd be like, oh, whatever. I don't really care. My focus is here. I just want to get this team and try and make a run in the ACC tournament and make a run for the rest of the season. So all the other stuff is just nonsense to me. It's just talk right now. I'm just trying to figure out and finish out this year.
Justin, what's the mood in the locker room after losing 6 out of 7?
I mean, we have a pretty good spirit still. We're trying to just keep that alive, be positive, and stay confident in each other. It's always rough to lose games like that in a row, especially once we can win. But it's just we just staying confident and just telling each other the next game. It's a great opportunity that we can win this game and we can get back on track.
Justin, talking about the losing streak there. I mean, how does it feel different if at all from last year when you guys were on a similar skid when you were a part of that team?
I mean, last year's team wasn't really together. Like this team, we got like a good connection. I feel, and I feel like we could pull out of the hole. Like we dug ourselves a hole. I feel like we can get out of it. Last year, I didn't like the team wasn't together. We broke apart, but I feel like we're still together for the most part. I feel like we could make a run and get out the hole.